Good morning, friends. I pray that wherever in the world you are right now, that the next 2 minutes are a blessing to you, so you can be the blessing to the people the Lord has put around you today. So I am reading this great little book that I found on that Kindle Unlimited for Advent, and it's going through 3 different carols, and and there's like a little reading every day, and it's excellent. But so I just started the carol today. I heard the bells on Christmas Day, and I'd never read kind of the words of this carol, but it was written by Longfellow, and the author gave a little historical background on Longfellow, who right before he wrote this poem had really just experienced horrible tragedy in his life. He had watched his wife burn alive in front of their children. I mean, it was due to a freak accident. His son had gotten very critically wounded in the Civil War, and he was nursing him back to health. He had gotten shot in the face and in the arm. And anyway, he was nursing him back to health, and he was not having a good, happy Hallmark Christian Christmas. And in the wake of all of these tragedies, he had heard the bells ringing on Christmas Day, and I just thought I'd read you a portion of this poem that he wrote. I heard the bells on Christmas Day, their old familiar carols play, and wild and sweet the words repeat of peace on earth, goodwill to men. I thought of how, as the day had come, the belfries of all Christendom had rolled along unbroken song of peace on earth, goodwill to men. And in despair I bowed my head. There is no peace on earth, I said, for hate is strong and mocks the song of peace on earth, goodwill to men. Then pealed the bells, more loud and deep. God is not dead, nor does he sleep. The wrong shall fail, the right prevail, with peace on earth, goodwill to men. Till ringing, singing on its way, the world resolved from night to day. A voice, a chime, a chant sublime of peace on earth, goodwill to men. And I just thought, as I read this and I read his story, I'm just thinking about the Christmas that we're about to have, and the lack of who will be at our Christmas. And I have been fielding phone calls all this morning of friends whose parents are ill and in the hospital, and of friends and relatives who are just in the midst of the tangle, like the consequences of the tangle of sin that either they have caused or somebody else has caused. And it's enough to just weigh me down in this Christmas season. And then I was reading the poem that Longfellow wrote, and in the middle of it, he, in despair, he bows his head because he's got all these troubles, these personal troubles, these wider troubles, these world troubles that he's thinking about. But the bells rang once more to remind him that as Christians, we know that our God does not sleep and he does not slumber. And we look forward to the day as we have a glimpse of it and looking forward to Christmas. We look forward to the day, even in the midst of our sorrow and grief, to the day where he will wipe every tear from our eye, where he will make all of the wrongs right again, and he will untangle the very complex web of sin that we create on a daily basis, that harms ourselves and other people. So in my sadness about this season, I do look forward, and I hope that if you're experiencing a sad season right now and you feel like you should be joyful, that you would unburden yourself to the Lord who knows all things, and focus on the fact that one day he will resolve all that is wrong. As you go out or stay in today and be the blessing. Till next time, Katie.